24-yard line.
Let's go.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On 4th down, here's the AFC Pro Bowl punter the last 2 years. That's Brett Kern to kick it for Tennessee. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Jackson on 1st down. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. First down, Jaguars. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times they'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
It's a gain of 20.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. And nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Watch
throwing on first down. It's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check. Watch out. 22, check, over. 22, check, over. 54.
Jackson down. Going to throw again. And that's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I know he ain't got it. Mike 59.
And Jackson throwing once more. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 44-yard line. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover him.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. D.D. Westbrook with touchdown number 7 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line. Flag, 59. Double dog. Watch the
Mariota on first down. Trying to force it to his tight end, Walker, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DeAndre Washington, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michelle. Calais Campbell on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing is Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
They go with Washington to begin the drive. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down, Jaguars.
Got it. 54, right there, 54, Mike. Man out, man out, man out, man out.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson going up top. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed.
Let's go.
Give him 30 yards there. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week, but the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On a jet sweep, here's Westbrook. They find some open field here. A gain there of 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Mike 54. I'm scared.
This will be caught at about the 5. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. Running it with Armstead. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. The kick by Lambeau is good, and the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. It's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Mariota. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Check 13. Check 13.
Mariota again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. The 20. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. That's good for a gain of 6. Second and goal. Second and goal from the 1.
Check. Lucky. Say, go.
Trying to pound it in with Washington. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Check.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Go ahead, take a seat. You can't stop me.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Lambeau will put this one through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh, man. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
It's now 3rd and 3.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on third down. From the gun, Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Mariota now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Here's Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Mariota now. And he's going to go down again. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. To throw Mariota, and that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they...
And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here first and 10. Now Mariota out to the right to Humphries. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Play action. Now Jackson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Cameron Wake in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They go play action now. Jackson. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A pickup of 27. And they pick up the first down in the process. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Washington now out of the gun. And he'll They'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check tight, check tight, check tight. Anyway, check.
Here's Jackson to throw, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. They were trying to get it to DeAndre Washington, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step up.
Jackson from the shotgun. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line.
It's a gain of 25.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're... And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Cameron Wake able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson completes it to Lee. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, Jackson. He's got his tight end, Oliver. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get the ball. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54, Mike.
Play action. It's Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They go play action with Jackson. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
I can't believe they...
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. He locates Walker, complete. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Mariota. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Miles Jack with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mariota. Wide open receiver, complete. Back now in Nashville. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. Throwing, Mariota. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
36.
They're running it. It's Michel. And this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. Sony Michel won't get there. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That's going to set them back 5 yards. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, what are they, about 95% chance of
Oh,
hitting
yeah,
it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Ready. Henry. Check. 59. Lawyer jump. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go, D. Mike 5'9".
Throwing on second and long. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Strong right.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
A pass there complete to Westbrook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down, Jacksonville.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Watch his slant. Mike 5'9".
Jackson operating from the gun. That's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
All right. Let's go, V. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Mike's 59.
Here's Jackson. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Washington on 3rd and short. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go.
To throw is Jackson. To throw again. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Jackson, options out left. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. Shit! Shit!
A handoff right side. It's Washington. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So now facing a 3rd and 16 following back-to-back running plays that went in the wrong direction.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Here we go. Mike's about 9. Mike's about 9. Let's go. Mike, check. 59. Tackles. Go. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. I'm coming after you. What? Go.
Now Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
A 52-yard attempt.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Go!
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and now it's second down.
Okay, partner, hyperbole alert, all right? I think that this has got to be the best game I've seen this secondary play this entire season. Doesn't matter whether they've been in man, zone, they've reacted, communicated, and really made plays on the football.
They absolutely have. And the play on that last deep ball, maybe the best example of it, they've been solid all game long. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mariota to throw it. To the right side, complete to Taylor. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
From the red zone now, Mariota. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that in Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions. And hold the phone now. This game isn't over yet.
Not at all. Now, get the football back. That's the first thing. However you do it, get the ball back and then manipulate the clock with your offense because you've got to get the ball into the end zone.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. Now, they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have 1 timeout. You look at the clock, and let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
Got it. Mike 5-4. I got it. No, go.
The first carry for Josh Adams. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
Check. Watch 54. Go. Undercrouch.
A handoff out of the pistol. It's Washington. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Get the ball.
On 1st down, this is Adams. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
1st down, Jacksonville.
Set, hut, get the flag. 54, line 54. You can't block me. You can't block me.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And I know I'm not breaking any news when I say that any road win in this league is a good one.
No doubt.
But it's a double bonus when you get a victory on the road in
Season, each team breaks down their schedule in different ways. Some do it every 4 games, right? Let's go quarterly. Others say, listen, we've got to take care of our home field. And, out of a 16-game season, if you get 8 at home, let's at least win 7 at home and split our road games. That's what you're trying to get done. So you're exactly right. A road win, precious, especially within the division.
So for the Jaguars, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they